So in these sections we are trying to involve the section of people who have visual, hearing or any other physical impairment with the growth of technology. Okay. Common impairments that affect the computer users are: number one is visual impairment, okay, hearing, physical or motor and learning disabilities. Okay. So visual impairment means the inability to see and read due to the blindness, color blindness, impaired sight, that is impaired eyesight, okay, cataract or other age related disease of the eye. Next is hearing impairment. So the persons who have the inability to hear beeps or other warning sounds or even the audio portion of the video, okay, even the audio portion of the video. Next impairment is physical or motor impairment. So in this impairment, it is the inability to control the mouse or keyboard due to injuries or loss of hands or fingers, stiffness in the finger joints, okay, or dysfunctions in hand due to some diseases, okay. And last one is learning disabilities. So it is the inability to read and comprehend or difficulty in learning and understanding, okay. So in this lesson we shall discuss how specially abled users can tune up accessibility settings of their computers to operate them easily using Windows 7, okay. So now first of all is launching accessibility option. The accessibility option available in Windows 7 have been designed to help users who have difficulty in using computers due to an impairment, but there are plenty of other options which can be incredibly useful, okay. So to activate these settings we can go in several ways. Number one is from the control panel. The control panel can be opened by any method shown here. So number one method is click the start button on Windows. The control panel option will be displayed in the right of the start menu. However, the mouse over the control panel option and click on it. Method 2 is click on the start button, then all programs, then all accessories, then system tools and then control panel, okay, got it. And last of all method is if you double click on the control panel icon on the desktop, if available, it will also open the control panel, okay. So after opening the control panel, click on the ease of access, okay, ease of access, then click on ease of access center option, okay. Here it is, ease of access center, okay. So this will allow the user to customize all the settings here, okay. Now the next way is from the start menu, okay. So the accessibility settings can also be adjusted by clicking on the start button here, Windows start button, then all programs, then accessories, then ease of access here, and then ease of access center here. Okay, and next procedure is from the login screen. So the accessibility options can also be accessed by clicking on the ease of access button on the bottom left corner of the login screen. Okay, once you select this option, the next screen will appear. Okay, got it? And the last one is, or last procedure to launch the accessibility option is from the keyboard. Okay, so if you hold down the Windows logo key while simultaneously pressing the U key, we will also start the ease of access center. Okay, this keyboard shortcut key is preferred by the users who share their computers with others and may wish to change the accessibility settings frequently. So using the method discussed above, this screen is displayed. Okay, so let us discuss its options in detail. Okay, go to the next. Here we can say that this part is known as the common tools. This is the recommended settings, and these are the all settings portion. Okay, go to the next slide. So here we are discussing about quick access to common tools. First of all, the magnifier. We are talking about the magnifier. The magnifier tool is helpful for the people with impaired vision as it enlarges different parts of the screen to make words and images on the screen easier to see. Okay, so to start on the magnifier, simply click on the start magnifier option. Here it is the option. Okay, start magnifier option, which displays the magnifier toolbar with the following options. Okay, what are the options? Number one option is zoom out and zoom in. Okay, these buttons help in changing the zoom level and are used to minimize or maximize the particular section. Then view menu. Here it is the view menu. Views menu displays the different modes along with their shortcut keys in which magnifier can work. For example, full screen, lens, docket. Okay, so in the full screen option, or mode, the entire screen is magnified depending on the chosen zoom level by using plus and minus buttons. Okay, the lens view, the next view is lens view. The lens view only magnifies a rectangular portion of the screen around the mouse pointer as shown. And the last one is the docket view. The docket view magnifies only a portion of the screen and displays it on the top as shown. Okay, and lastly the option is the options button, that is the option button here. By clicking on this button, that means options button, the magnifier options dialog box appears that displays different options. Okay, so what are the options? This is the lens view and this is the docket view. Okay, so what are the magnifier options? Number one is, look at very carefully, set how much the view changes when zooming in or out. Okay, so zoom increment determines how quickly the magnifier zooms in and out. Moving Okay, moving the slider towards the less, that means towards left, causes the magnifier to zoom slower, and moving to the slider towards more, to, that means to the right, causes the magnifier to zoom faster. Okay, the next is turn on color inversion. So this option swaps the color values and increases the contrast between the items on the screen. For example, black text on a white screen becomes white text on a black screen. This increases the readability of the user. To turn on the color inversion, select the turn on color inversion checkbox. Okay, this checkbox. Okay, and then the option is tracking. The magnifier can be set to track and follow the mouse pointer, the keyboard strokes, and the insertion point. Okay, so here the number one option is follow the mouse pointer. It displays the area around the mouse pointer. Number two is follow the keyboard focus. It displays the area around the pointer when you press the tab or the arrow keys. And at last, the last option is have magnifier follow the text insertion point, that displays the area around the text that has been typed. Okay, got it? So the next point is text tuning. The text tuning helps in making the text on the screen easier to read over long periods of time. To tune the text, click on the link here, fine tune what my screen fonts looks like. This will activate the text tuner software ClearType. It will let you choose the text samples that best suit your requirement and accordingly adjust the font of the text. Okay, got it? Okay, go to the next. So how to turn the color vision inversion? Here is the option. If you click the or choose the checkbox, then the color inversions activated. Then the color inversions option will be activated. Already we have discussed about the points of tracking. Okay, next the narrator. Okay, so screen narrator tool, besides reading the text on the screen aloud, also describes some system events such as error message, notification while using the computer. So clicking on the start narrator from the ease of access center will bring up the Microsoft Narrator dialog box. Here it is. Okay, so the first option is echo users keystrokes. This option makes the narrator read out whatever is going to be typed. Okay, then it is announce system messages. This option instructs the narrator to read out the background events such as notification. Then announce scroll notification. This option makes the narrator to announce whenever the screen is scrolled. And the last point is start narrator minimized. With this option, the narrator appears as an icon on the taskbar instead of getting opened once it is selected. To restore it to full size, its icon on the taskbar needs to be clicked. Okay, got it? So here we can also make changes in the narrator's voice by clicking on the voice setting box. Here is the voice setting box. Okay, so change and select a different voice by using the select voice box. Make the voice faster by using set speed list, that is set speed list, and choosing any number between 1 to 9. The higher the number, the faster will be the voice. Okay, make voice louder by using set volume. Okay, list box. And at last set pitch. Make voice high pitched by using the set pitch list box. Okay, Got it? Go to the next slide. Now it is the on-screen keyboard. The on-screen keyboard displays a visual keyboard with all the standard keys as shown here. To use on-screen keyboards, simply click on the desired key on the screen by using the mouse. The on-screen keyboard does not disable the functioning of physical keyboard, and it is possible to use both simultaneously. You can customize the working of the on-screen keyboard by clicking on the options button and using different options enlisted in the resulting options dialog box. Okay, here it is. On-screen keyboard option. Number 1 is use click sound here. To hear a sound while pressing keys on the on-screen keyboard, turn on this option. Okay. Next is turn on numeric keypad. Selecting this checkbox will display the numeric keypad on the right of the on-screen keyboard. Okay. And then to use on-screen keyboard, the first option is click on the keys. So this section contains options specifying the typing mode for the on-screen keyboard. Number 1 is click on the keys. This is the usual method of typing using the on-screen keyboard, like clicking on the keys with the help of a mouse. Next one is hover over the keys. In this mode, a mouse or any pointing device is used to point to a key for a predefined period of time, and the selected character is typed automatically. Okay. Next point is scan through keys. In this mode, the on-screen keyboard continually scans the keyboard row by row. Okay. Then we will have the using other options here. Okay. Other options. If you have joystick or a game controller connected to a computer, it can be used instead of the mouse to input the characters from the keyboard. Simply click on the appropriate checkbox. And then the option is text prediction. This feature of the on-screen keyboard is very useful and increases the speed with which we can do our work best. As we type letters, the computer will guess the words you are trying to type in and display possible options on the top of the keyboard. Okay. So clicking on the required word, that will eliminate unnecessary keystrokes. Okay. Now the next here is this with on-screen keyboard typing with text prediction here. Okay. The next part is set up high contrast. Okay. So high contrast amplifies the color contrast of some text images on the computer screen to reduce eye strain and makes the items more distinct and easier to identify. Okay. So the people who are having poor vision can see in much better way if the display is set to high contrast. So click on the set up high contrast, that will open up a window titled make the computer easier to see. Okay, that is here, make your computer easier to see. Okay, so choose a high contrast theme. By clicking on the link, opens up a personalization window. Okay, where one can choose any desired theme from the gallery. So click here, set up high contrast. Okay, so if you click here, then you will have this personalization window. Turn on or off high contrast when left alt plus left shift plus print screen is pressed. Here is the high contrast. Okay, so this option enables the user to toggle a high contrast theme on or off. Okay, so you can also make a provision for displaying a warning message and producing a sound while using a keyboard. Okay, select the checkbox display a warning message when turning a setting on and make a sound when turning setting on or off. Okay, so here also you can tune up other settings such as turn on narrator, turn on audio description, turn on magnifier, etc. So if we on this, so you will have the difference. So this is the normal view, and if you selected the contrast mode, then it looks like this color. Okay, high contrast mode. Okay, this is normal mode, this is high contrast mode.